tell you, if you have money in the stock market, pull it immediately. Get it out. Get your 401k out. Cash it in immediately. Get it out and take that money and invest it in something that you can survive with. Invest it in something you can help somebody with, but don't get it out. You don't need to put it in the gold either, because you put it in stuff that ain't going to be worth nothing. You can't eat gold. You can't eat gold. The richest man, when his stuff go down, is going to be the man with canned goods. Even the top economists are telling us store canned goods. The top people are saying the crash is going to be worse than we ever thought it was going to be. And when it comes, it's going to be too late, because everybody going to think the same thing at the same time, and everybody going to run to the same place. And by that time, it's going to be too full, and it's going to be gone. And people are going to be fighting and killing each other over little stuff that we once would have threw in the street. But because now it's the last of it, and so we as children of God have to already be prepared. And don't depend on me. You better be doing your own preparation. Now, you hearing what I'm saying? You have to think like that. Now, what if nothing happen? Well, I got plenty of stuff stocked. We're going to eat this. We're going to eat this. That's why you get stuff that don't spoil. We'll eat it. But I ain't even thinking nothing. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Now, why would Jesus warn us ahead of time to sit there in the tragedy and don't know that it's coming, but we're going to sit there like the world, as if we ain't got no God that's already warning us, done told us this stuff is coming? It shouldn't catch us off guard. So I'm telling y'all, even though it's watching online, get yourself prepared. Watch that message on emergency preparedness. Judgment is here. We can't stop the judgment. I know y'all want to pray about it. Let's just pray it. No, I think we passed that. I think it's got to happen. God's going to do what he got to do. We're living in the time of it, and we're going to have to just do it. We're going to have to let it happen. So therefore, God's people got to be prepared. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We spend so much time preparing our spirit, but not realize, okay, what if I got to live? What if I got to live through this? See, let me get real with you. You know, what would happen if you woke up tomorrow with no gas, lights, and water? What would you do? Would you know what to do? That's how quick it can happen, because when it happens, it's going to happen fast. That's why they won't let it go down yet, because they're not ready for it to happen. But when it happens, it's going to happen quick. So what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with no gas and lights? All the food you got is the food you got in your cupboard right now. What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and the money you got in the bank and your job is gone and the money you got ain't worth nothing? Then what? What would you do? What have you done to prepare for anything? Do you have 2 weeks worth for anything for a disaster? Why would God tell his people ahead of time and then we not do nothing about it? That's your fault. I've been saying this for a long time. The emergency preparedness was 2 years ago. I ministered that. That was 2 years ago I was saying about preparation. And then we at the door. And people are calling me from all over the country about that emergency preparedness, thanking the Lord they saw it. And actually going out doing what I said. Are you hearing what I'm saying? See, many of you all don't believe like that. You don't think nothing can happen, and so you ain't got no preparation. But I'm telling you, you need to prepare. Not only do you need to prepare, you need to prepare to be able to keep what you got. You got to protect it, because when ain't nobody else got nothing, they're going to come after what you got. So you got to be able to protect, but you have to have the mind of sharing. We are trying to be a blessing. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? And so I've been trying to tell y'all to invest in things that are non-perishable things. You know, stop buying so much clothes and stuff and think about things survival things. Most people ain't got a flashlight in the house. They ain't got a book of matches. See, they have nothing to survive with. What if because y'all don't even think, that's why Jesus said, pray that this thing don't happen to you in the winter. What if the wintertime come and the power's off? You have no heating. How are you going to get warm? Most people ain't got a heater. They ain't got a stove, a wood stove. They don't have no way to generate any heat. Them little solar things, real cheap, but they ain't nobody got none. Once something go down, all the stuff I'm saying going to be worth more than you got. Everybody going to think the same way at the same time. And they're going to bum rush every store. I know you think it's a movie. But if you wake up, and it could have happened yesterday.